And hello and welcome to the Serviette Hour episode 17.
Cha-ching.
You hear that?
Big bang.
That's the sound of the bag, my guys.
That's the bag. We never fumble. We only secure it.
Absolutely not.
Nothing but the bag.
It's
buy bags
down.
from Aldi just to make sure I secure them.
It's fourth down.
It's
Fourth down and goal.
fourth down.
We don't fucking fumble.
Never that. We ain't Marshawn Lynch. We don't know what we... Come on now.
All right, but as I'm sure most of you can probably tell, we sound a little bit higher quality.
Jackson's farther away from me.
Exactly.
Baby.
This is wild. There's like no clothes anywhere. There's not a bed on the ground.
Yeah. There isn't.
Mama, we made it.
There ain't no smells of me in my desperation for,
Chill. All right.
I can't have a meltdown in here.
No, you can't. There's people watching outside.
Yeah. I'm still sick, though.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
No sniffling, no coughing.
No.
Professionals.
I'm big mad, though, still.
Big mad.
I'm still big mad.
Why are you big mad?
I'm still big mad about that person.
Episode 15?
Yeah.
All right, we won't mention
We
that.
won't talk about it anymore.
We don't talk about that here. We're professionals now.
But I got into something yesterday.
Go ahead.
Remember we were talking about Punxsutawney Phil
Yeah,
and how he is the Dalai Lama?
of course.
Because,
I mean, as close as we can get, probably.
yeah. I think that's the American equivalent of the Dalai Lama.
Interesting.
And as you know, the Dalai Lama is like the leader of some random school of thought for Buddhism in Tibet.
So well researched.
Yeah, I took a class and and so they're actually, I think they're called the Yellow Hats or something like that. And so the Dalai Lama is basically like, they're just like, they'll go around like once when the Dalai Lama dies, they look for somebody that's the reincarnation of the Dalai Lama, and then they like raise them to become the Dalai Lama and blah, blah, blah. And so when it comes to young Punxsutawney Phil.
Yeah, how many have we had? When did that tradition start? We really should have looked this up.
We probably should have looked this up, but you know what? We don't do research.
It's on brand.
We're ignorant.
To not know what the hell we're talking about. We know a little bit about a lot of things, so we're just...
I like being all around, I don't need to be in one specific
It's interactive.
subject.
Like, if you want to know more, you got to Google it at home.
Yeah, like I'm not doing the research for you.
Have this in a separate browser. If you're listening on your phone, pull up, Safari, whatever your preferred internet browser is.
I'm not Google. I ain't going to help you. I'm not the encyclopedia. Have some respect and figure it out yourself.
All right, now you're just... now I'm just being lazy. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm excited to be in here. This is good.
Yeah, it's hot.
I think we actually did say, I think we called it in episode 1 or 2, by episode 15, we would actually have some sort of...
studio.
Something.
Yeah, we said that. We
was
said
gonna
we're
be
going to
like
have
the
more
podcast
expensive
shed.
equipment because we're going to start making the bag.
Yeah, no.
No bag.
Absolutely
But we
not.
got equipment.
Not even close.
Not even close because we are on WIUX.
B-side radio.
B-side
WIUX
radio.
LP. But yeah,
Yeah.
I think we kind of made it.
Yeah.
Either way, like we sent them what we thought were our best episodes, and they actually enjoyed them.
Yeah. We made the cut.
Yeah.
Yeah. We made the cut. How did we do it?
I'm proud of you.
No, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of
man.
Mark. He got to be a part of this
Yeah,
historic.
speaking of,
Yeah, do I get to introduce myself finally?
ladies
you
and
can.
gentlemen, this is what comes along with studio benefits. We got a sound guy. We
Right.
We got our own Mark.
got a man driving the car now.
So hi, my name is Mark Timko. I'm the sports director at WIUX. Just one of the guys, one of the 5 people at WIUX that are now helping out.
Yeah.
All of these beautiful podcasts
He's a final boss.
that we loved after they sent in their episodes.
Of course.
Yes, sir.
And of
Big
course,
Daddy
being
Timko.
able to sit and produce with you guys. It's big. It's cash money.
It's cash.
Absolutely.
Only cash.
It's
money.
very cash money of you.
It's only stacks being thrown at night moves. That's how we work out here.
So I'm glad to be able to come along on the ride. Be able to be the chauffeur for this
Absolutely.
journey. WIUX in Studio 8.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh man,
The chauffeur for the service. That's crazy. We should have brought the.
we're like a whole service organization now. We do catering, chauffeuring. It's like whole event service.
I do.
You guys
3
cater?
That's how we started.
That's how we.
it, yeah.
That's what this podcast is kind of based off of.
Yeah, because we were just messing around at work, and we had pretty similar conversations.
Yeah.
I think the
Pretty
first one that
pretty wild ones.
people actually were interested in was whether or not semen was vegan.
Ooh, that's
We actually got a lot of polarizing answers on there. I just want to say,
Yeah.
before we state our sides of the argument.
Yeah.
Because I think we were at odds.
Yeah. Were we?
I think towards the end we were.
Yeah.
What do you think? Are you a vegan?
I'm not a vegan.
Okay.
No, no, and that's a really tough one. That's
Right?
it's.
Because some people were saying it's an animal byproduct.
I think it's an animal byproduct.
And then other people would say that it's more about the issue of animal cruelty because we did have a coworker who was vegan. Her name was Maya. Shout out to Maya.
Shout out to Maya.
She's going to
in
Japan.
She's
soon.
in Japan.
Oh, she's in Japan.
Yeah, I saw a picture of her running in Japan.
Oh, wow. There you go. So she's in
Shout
Japan.
out to her
now.
hubby.
Doing big things.
Okay.
But yeah,
All
she
right.
said that breastfeeding is considered vegan.
No, that's false. I think that's 100% false.
Why is
There's
that?
no way. Because here's the thing: is that humans are technically animals, right?
Mm-hmm.
And breast milk is an animal byproduct. No,
Yeah.
is it not? I mean, you take the milk from a cow. That's not vegan,
No.
right?
Yeah,
So
no, it's not.
what's the difference between
Yeah.
the two? I don't know.
I think it's the issue of the cruelty issue is what people have
Yeah, I think
that's
a
fair.
problem
too.
with.
But, I mean,
Because it's the same thing with like honey.
yeah.
Or, I think a lot of people don't think honey is vegan. Because
vegan.
technically it's classified as a raw meat under the FDA.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it's like a whole lot of weird classifications. But at the same time, like it can be sourced ethically.
Yeah.
We can have ethical bee farms.
Uh-huh.
Or not bee, apiaries.
AP. Okay. Yeah, you
Yeah.
would know.
As I say, I worked at a
Big,
at
big,
Bee Corps.
big bee boy.
Yeah. Save the bees.
Save the bees.
We're doing a lot better than
Yeah.
we were a few years ago.
Uh-huh.
There's still work to be done.
They're still...
But I
we're
think that
doing
semen
okay.
falls in the same category.
Okay.
Yeah. I can respect that.
Mm-hmm.
Because,
I
don't even know what my
don't know
opinion
the
was.
argument for semen being vegan.
I think it was just the cruelty-free
Just
thing.
a cruelty.
Yeah, I think that's like the crux of the issue at that
Like, if we
point.
said it was vegetarian, people probably...
Oh,
be
yeah,
like,
everyone
yeah.
agreed that it was vegetarian
Yeah.
for sure. But
vegan is...
vegan was the point of
It
contention.
depends on the vegan, honestly.
That's true.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
because
another thing.
the vegan mindset kind of differs between, and I'm not obviously hating on anybody that's vegan, but I think
course
it
not.
kind of changes depending on how vegan that you really are.
Exactly. And that's another thing. How do you control for individual preference? Like, there's no board of vegans that decides, like, this is what
vegan
you
and
have
this
to
is
do.
not vegan.
Well, maybe
Yeah.
just check BuzzFeed. Be like, what vegan are you?
Bro, we should just go to California. That's where they make vegans.
What vegan
We
are
gotta go
you
to
by
Venice Beach.
the General Mills cereal that you eat? That's
No, it's
BuzzFeed
one of
for
those,
you.
like, organic trade brands that they have at Whole Foods.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, like the Panda Pops?
Oh,
I love them.
Panda Pops.
We had, there was a kid named Nikolai who I used to go to,
Is he Russian?
he actually, Bulgarian.
Oh.
And his whole family was vegan, and he used to always have a fucking box of Panda Pops with him. He would just eat straight up,
Oh.
just like handfuls of that.
I've never seen a Panda Pop before. What the hell is a Panda Pop?
Yeah, I don't
It's
think I know
like
what that
it's a
is.
vegan cereal brand. I don't know if it's specifically like Panda Pops, but they have like pandas. I know there's box art with like a gorilla on it.
Have
I
you
think
had
there's another one with, like,
puffins?
a toucan.
Is that like puffins?
puffins?
Have you ever had puffins?
That's an animal.
I was gonna say that
That's a cereal called
like a-
puffins. It's garbage.
I mean, it makes sense if it's supposed to be a vegan cereal. But
Is it like an off-brand or?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just it. I remember I was somewhere like at a grocery store with my dad, and he was like, "Oh, we'll get puffins for cereal this time." And I was like, "Okay, that's cool."
The absolute disrespect.
Yeah, and then we had puffins, and I was like, "I wish this dude left me 12 years ago."
Go out for
Because
cigarettes and don't come back.
don't come back because obviously he doesn't care about me.
That's very strong opinion.
JK, I love my dad.
I was about to say that's a polarizing, but I will say, growing up, we were always like a very strict no sugary cereal household. Like we at most will have like Raisin Bran and Honey Nut Cheerios. Like that's it.
I'm sorry.
but Honey Nut Cheerios, that's a pretty good way to go.
It's certainly a good one. Like of
always
the
is.
tier list, it's probably like a B tier. Like it's solid.
I mean, that's the OG.
Exactly. Like you can't deny.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like now I love Raisin Bran.
But
though.
here's the thing: is that I got lucky because Frosted Flakes was my dad's favorite cereal.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, nice.
Big
yeah.
ups.
I kind of
Yeah.
hate Frosted Flakes now. I had it so much that I was just like,
I like it because of Blueface.
I was blue. Are
Yeah,
you into
man.
Blueface?
Yeah.
The goat?
I do a rap show on B-side.
Oh, hell yeah.
nice.
So-
Yeah.
So have you heard movie scenes?
Yeah.
Oh, so you know the bars?
The bars.
The tiger body?
Great.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Bro, do you think, what do you think it would be like just to be a one-hit wonder?
I feel like I would try to capitalize on that fame and set myself up for life, kind of like Bad Barbie did.
Yeah,
You know what
but
I
like,
mean?
what does that consider? Like,
Well, one hit wonder in what sort of genre? Like, are we getting famous because we made like a
Yeah, because I mean, you got like the Friday type of one-hit wonder.
yeah.
Like, I don't even remember that girl's name anymore. Rebecca Black?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then what other? I mean, like, what kind of like rap one-hit wonders are we talking about here?
I mean, like Chameleon Air, and then we got.
Well, they all had careers after that. They just fell off because no one liked the way they
So like,
they tried to stay.
our
hip.
one hit wonder, like they call them one hit wonders because they were popular, like they were in the pop scene once,
Right.
but they're like obviously they're like lingering always.
Yeah.
And like, so you got people like Hurricane Chris and like you remember Hurricane Chris, A Bay Bay, that song? It
I
was
remember Chip the Ripper.
Chip the Ripper.
Chip the Ripper.
And then like those type of people, but I feel like one hit wonder is just really a subjective term for
I
what
mean,
somebody
yeah.
believes is only had
Well,
one good song.
I think there's certainly objective standards you can put onto it. Like you have to Billboard Top 40 at least once. And
Yeah.
I think a lot of people nowadays get on with albums more so than just single songs.
And well, they load their albums though.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's a whole other issue. We talked about this before, yeah.
It's so
But I think especially now with a lot of the prevalence of streaming services, that's kind of that's changed.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you can access an entire discography from 4 or 5 clicks.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely been easier because I used to be just like a single music type of person. And so now that like I've gotten Spotify and I've been able to like do all that type of things, like I'm able to listen to albums and like albums that I wasn't ever able to usually listen to.
Like Rush.
Like yes, like the Perimeters. Rush hits. I won't lie, they hit different.
I feel like my uncle's been telling me about that.
Yeah.
As I've gotten older, I
always
realize I'm
uncle.
slowly turning into my Uncle Brian.
Oh, that's a shame.
I mean, it's not a bad thing, but like, I kind of wish, like, because my mom told me that was going to happen, and I was like, I kind of wanted her to be wrong.
Yeah.
That's not a bad thing, though.
It's a weird thing. Whenever, like, I mean, you see yourself like turning into like one of your parents.
Oh,
and
I'm
you
my
feel
dad
like,
now. Yeah.
I don't like that.
I like
I love my parents, but I was like, man, I don't know if I want to like be just like my parents. I want to be able to be my own person.
Yeah.
But it's, ooh,
Did people ever tell you, like, when you were growing up, like, oh, which parent did you look more like?
my dad. I got told that I acted so much like my dad, and I was like,
oh, that's big awkward.
Yeah.
that's cool.
There you go.
Dude, I think I was pretty evenly split where whoever parent I was with, they would be like, oh, you look more like them. But at the same time, I remember I went to visit my grandma's house on my dad's side, and we held up baby pictures from like me and my dad at like age 3. We looked exactly the same.
Crazy.
It was really weird.
Yeah, that's wild. I saw a picture of my mom like when she was younger.
Mm-hmm.
So it's her and her mom, my grandma, who died in like 10 years or 12 years ago. Rip. And so I see this picture and like so her mom is like kind of has like this weird frown that like runs in our family,
Like
kinda.
a certain furrow of the brow.
Yeah, it's like the resting bitch face people are always like saying, "Oh, why you look so sad?" Like that type type of face.
Even then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that was like that's like the face that my grandmother was making, and then my mom is all like bubbly and smiling in the picture. And if you look at my mom now, I'm just like, yo. You look like your mom now because
That's
you're the
it.
one frowning and like
Times have
pictures and
changed.
shit. Like
She's been hardened by age.
she's been through some things. She had to live with me.
There you go. Kids will do that to
Kids
you,
will-
man.
yeah,
Kids will drain the
Kids
soul
in
out of
college.
you. I don't have any, but I feel like that's what would happen.
yeah.
Yeah, that's too far down the line to think about right now.
I might have a kid
Exactly. Yeah.
tonight.
No, I think it's more pertinent because like my oldest sister is a teacher,
Right.
and so she has to deal with all of that only because she gets paid. And I feel like there's a very fine line you straddle there. We need to pay our teachers more. We probably should.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
That's kind of a cold take.
Oh yeah, dude.
Honestly, I mean, the amount of shit that teachers go through, especially like your elementary school teachers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Your 1st through 4th grade. I mean, imagine having to babysit essentially.
Exactly. You're
Yeah.
combining
30
Yeah.
first graders and deal with all their shit, and you're getting paid, I don't know. I mean, my mom used to be a teacher for special education children
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
in like the hometown at elementary school that I was at. And man, she dealt with a lot of crap. she loved those kids, but it was just also on top of that, the people that she worked with, she had so much trouble with too.
Oh wow, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
So I don't know. It's a wild world. I'm not going toward teaching.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
But
No,
she stuck it out.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Respect to her.
Respect. Mad respect.
Yeah.
Big respect.
Big ups.
Yeah. I was terrible to my teachers.
Why?
I don't know. I was an asshole.
Boy, why?
Definitely middle school.
That sounds like peer pressure.
It was definitely peer pressure. I remember she asked for there's this Spanish teacher I just gave hell every day. It was like seventh grade. In the 7th and 8th grade, I gave her once I faked a seizure in class.
Dude.
What'd I do? She asked me if I could she could have my phone because she always asked for my phone and I'd give it to her. And I was like, you know what? Nah, you can't have my phone. She was like, Matt, please give me your phone. I'm like, nah. She's like, I'm calling the principal.
This is
I'm
why
like,
you're so problematic now.
yeah, probably.
No, no one ever.
Oh, I was a bad
man.
kid in 7th and 8th grade. I've chilled out.
Honestly, I feel like I have too. I did some really stupid shit.
I've definitely relaxed because shit happened.
I feel like a lot of the people who don't do that when they're younger, definitely, it happens at some point.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just depends on where in your life you start.
That's
to
just
do
the
it.
Yeah.
best time to do it if you want to while
There's
out.
a purging somewhere.
Yeah.
Honestly, it'd be better to happen if you were younger because you can't get.
Because I mean, if you do that in middle school, they'll just be like, "Don't do that again," and they'll call your parents. And maybe you got to take a
And then you go
Yeah.
crap from your
But if you're a
parents.
30-year-old man, next thing
Acting
you know,
you get fired.
there's bodies somewhere.
Then you get
Yeah.
punched in the mouth by me. At
all
KOK.
kinds of different things could happen. Do you ever you've never punched anyone? At
I
the
have
bars.
punched them. Well, not the bars, no. Whoa. No. No. I don't think so.
Are you trying to remember?
No, I don't think so.
I feel like you would know off the top of your head.
No, I've
Yeah, I
never
feel like
punched
that's
any. I'm trying to think if I've ever had to push somebody or anything like that, but it's usually just at parties.
I had one dude swing at me at the jungle one time.
That's cute.
yeah.
You should swing back just
Nah, dude, I'm not about to do that.
just for the fun of
Yeah,
it.
Have any
especially
idea
at the
how much
jungle,
security?
too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Have you not seen the 8 dudes that are dressed in bright yellow, high visibility colors that are marked security?
Well, those dudes are little, most of them.
Bro, it's really not worth it. First off, because it was a misunderstanding too. Because I was doing my thing, and I think I accidentally elbowed him,
Oh.
and then he was just like,
You just took it the wrong way.
yeah.
He's a little drunk.
I didn't even see him at first, and then I remember because I knew he was there, but shit happens.
I'm super excited for someone to swing at me.
Don't.
No, I'm
Square
not.
up.
Square up.
Speaking of, was that video was released today, right?
Yeah, it was released today.
Woo, Zach Fox.
He's litty.
Square up video.
Square up video.
Dude, I love how that man eats hot Cheetos.
Yeah. Oh,
Are you familiar?
He
I'm
ate
not
hot
familiar,
Cheetos
though.
in the video.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay. So what he does is he'll get a bag of hot Cheetos, and then he'll get a switchblade, and he'll cut it open down the middle, and then he'll taste the inside with his pinky like a drug lord. I love that. I think that's hilarious.
What?
And so how much he just lays it out, cut it open, taste test.
So
You can tell if that shit's fake.
the funny
Man.
thing in the video is he eats it kind of all fancy and shit. And he's just
What did I tell you about mouth sounds, bro?
he's no, but he's biting it. I gotta do the mouth sound so they kind of
but
hear
They're,
what I'm
they're,
doing.
they're enhanced in here. This
I was about to say,
what kind
this
of
is a condenser mic.
ASMR podcast is this?
The closer you get, the louder it's going to be.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna stay far away. But yeah, it's pretty funny. It's a funny music video.
I can imagine. That guy's going places. I got big hopes.
Yeah,
Zach Fox.
Big hopes. Yeah, he's doing that show on Vice.
The variety area.
Yeah, 2 hours of it. So that should be fun.
I feel like that's the next logical step for us at this point. Just get on TV.
Yeah, Vice Live.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not? Viceland just takes everybody.
We got a pitch. We somehow convince people to give us a podcast. We got a camera in here. Woo! It's over.
Oh, it's over.
Move over, Joe Rogan.
We about to have
there's other
Elon
room
Musk.
that's on the other side of this. Maybe you can pop a camera in there and then
Yeah, we could.
Yeah.
Or maybe we can do a few different angles. Set it up. I mean, obviously we'd have to can't show all of this because we have to blur faces if that was the case.
That's true.
Yeah.
So we'll figure it out. There was a group who wanted to film. I believe it was the coffee people with the 4 hosts who
Oh,
wanted
the
to do
4 hosts.
coffee.
Yeah.
Really early in the morning.
Oh yeah.
What were they called? I feel like I should know that.
I don't care.
Was it? Wasn't
yeah, I couldn't tell you
Pour
off the
Up?
top of my head.
Morning Pours.
Morning
Or
Pours.
Good Morning Pours.
Oh yeah.
Good Morning Pours.
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to Going to Morning Pours. I can't
proud
even
of you.
talk today. I don't know why. I'm a little tired.
Well, granted, we haven't done this in a few weeks.
Yeah.
So we're slightly out of practice. But
And
at
I'm
this
not
point,
in my bed.
we got a script. We're not just kidding. We're just funny. All right, we're back.
That's definitely not the first time that's happened. out
Candy
here. It just
Boy
does it all the
Jackson
time.
I
on the
thought I
scene.
broke something and I was about to like freak out.
No. Don't worry about that at all.
Yeah.
All right.
Doesn't know how to use
And
expensive
we're
equipment.
Hello and welcome to the Serviette Hour.
So all bottled water is poison.
Hot takes.
Yes.
Bro, you ever been to Flint, Michigan?
Bro, why? Yo, why?
Because that water's actual poison, my guy.
Bro, why is that trivia team name Flint Tap Water?
Because they're trash.
You talking about like a Buffalo Louis trivia team?
Brothers.
Brothers trivia team?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
And Skip was like, that's my favorite team name or something like that.
Fuck, Skip.
But
We
Skip-
change ours every week. We keep it topical.
We keep it topical.
It changes every single time. It's never the same.
Big dubs.
You never know what you're going to get.
We should do like a count of all the gift cards we've.
I feel like it's close to. How did we place last time? Second?
We got second.
Okay. Yeah, it's definitely over 200.
Yeah.
For sure.
Big bucks.
Yeah.
We body those boys. Yo,
We do good.
Alcoholics Unanimous.
Shout out to Nick.
Shout out to Nick.
Always
Always
actually
blesses.
gets the answers right.
Yeah.
No
well,
one
we
else
got
knows.
George.
Oh, yeah, George now.
Yeah.
There you go.
George was talking about how you were
2 MVPs.
how you sleep in class back in high school.
Oh, God, yeah. It was a problem because I was up at 4 a.m. for morning practice for
Yeah.
swimming.
So he doesn't get it.
Get what? That I
Get that you had sports to do and stuff. Too.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, no.
He doesn't understand.
I was in IB with him, but like we talked a bit, but like not a lot.
Yeah, he wasn't a big homie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool though.
But
We're cool now.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird though because like if you go to a large high school, or rather a high school where a large portion of your class goes here, you kind of run into everyone everywhere.
Yeah.
what high school did you go to?
North Central.
I went to Fishers High School.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I know exactly what you're talking about with that. It's like if you don't go to IU, then you're going to Ball State.
Yeah.
And then it's just like I see so many people here. It's so dumb.
It's like I can't go to Kroger without running into 2 people who I like knew for 3 years but never said a word to.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. I can't relate.
It's like I think you were.
Yeah, where'd you go to high school?
I'm from Maryland,
From Maryland. Oh yeah.
so I don't see anybody.
He's an import.
Oh, I'm an
Oh shit! I just. Yo.
Massa, would you let me in?
Yo.
All right, Jackson.
Oh man.
Don't worry, we're gonna fight later.
This is your chance to throw hands.
Oh shit.
Import.
Dude, Matt's like a foot taller than me. Hell no.
Yeah, he'll stomp the shit out of you. Is what it looks like. I mean,
I got a good
yeah, but
ground
this
game.
is the first time I've ever like really sat down with you guys.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For all I know, you could be, some sort of
Black belt in Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
Right.
It's not the case, but
I've lived close to Baltimore. I've seen some shit.
I'm not doubting that.
But
all I
I
need.
wouldn't fight
That's
Jackson.
not what I
'cause
meant
he
to
didn't
say.
mean
I
to say
think
it
you
like
know
that.
what I
Yeah,
meant to
I know what
say.
you meant to say.
Okay, yeah.
But it's funny anyway. I love racism.
Yo, you watch those speaking of racism.
Yes.
The Killer Mike Netflix documentary things.
No.
Trigger warning with Killer Mike.
No, I haven't seen that.
Dude, that's wild.
Man, I haven't even got through like the Ted Bundy ones yet.
Oh.
Dude,
yeah.
why is it that
He's
like
such a hottie.
yeah, man. Why is like everyone attracted to this man? I do not get it.
Yeah, I just need
How many
weird
people did he
looking.
kill? Like 20? More than that, right?
Yeah, 30 plus.
Why are you big mad?
He killed 30 plus people.
But he's a baddie. Yeah. No. No,
That does not
But
make
he
it okay.
dummy thick. So.
I was about to say, homebro,
But
he's a smooth talker.
He cakey.
Hell no.
Nah, I don't understand why people were in love with this man.
I don't get it.
They're like, he's so sexy, so it's like a different case. I'm like, he killed people, so he killed people. It doesn't really matter if
There's like
what he looks like.
there's like a whole subsection of the internet with like like the serial killer fandom.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's another podcast focusing on serial killers.
Oh,
I
yeah.
believe.
Yes.
We should talk. I believe. I can't remember what her name is. I feel bad.
Oh,
but
yeah.
We should talk to her about this as to
Yes.
why she thinks that is the case.
Yeah.
Because I think it's a little strange personally.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It's a little weird.
I just want to know. I want to listen to her podcast.
Like, do they think they will not get killed?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Okay.
It's like, well, especially
Maybe
if
they
you
want to
live in
die.
if you lived in the area that Ted Bundy was like
Like active in, yeah.
Bullying.
hunting.
That's
I'm
like,
not- I'm not
yeah,
using
like
that word
that's what it
because,
was.
That's what it
There's
was.
no
That's what it
excuse
was.
for it. It's all just so awful and weird and gross.
It's incredibly predatory. It's,
yeah.
it's hunting.
It's gross. It's
Yeah,
He's
it's hunting. It's like that.
But nah, dude, he's hot. So,
But
you know,
yeah, fuck
but he's
it.
hot, so
Let him walk.
I don't get it. Let him walk. Oh God.
But that OJ guy,
For that OJ boy, I don't know.
he was a great football player.
Well, OJ's done a lot of weird shit since then.
Yeah.
Though.
Ted Bundy
Juice is
didn't?
loose.
But the juice is
Ted
loose
Bundy did.
I thought he's still in prison.
Isn't he?
now. Isn't he dead?
I thought he was dead.
Yeah,
think
I
he's
honestly
dead.
don't know.
He
I don't
should be
really.
dead.
I don't really follow serial killers like that.
I don't know.
Oh, is that they released him because he died? Like the tapes or whatever.
I don't know actually. Maybe I'd have to
Maybe.
double check.
Yeah.
But yeah, either way, like
We don't do research anyway, so it doesn't really.
yeah.
Let me pull up some quick Ted Bundy facts.
I mean, remember, if the glove fits, you must quit.
John Cochran is the goat.
That's
takes.
Johnny Cochran.
What?
Oh yeah, no, he's
Great
long
defense
gone.
guy.
He's long gone. He died January 24th in '89.
wow.
Oh, okay. Never
Okay,
mind.
yeah. So
Was not
maybe there's like a statute of limitations as to why the tapes couldn't have been released until now. I think that's
Well,
another
I think
thing.
it was because I watched like the first episode, and it's the guy they got the guy that did like some of the initial stories to be able to sit down with Ted Bundy in prison, and then he came out to Netflix and was like, "Let me tell you how I did this."
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then they were like, "That sounds like money," and then they did it.
and,
Yeah.
then he sold it to him.
Yeah.
Money was exchanged. The bag was secured.
Was secured.
Just like how we're securing the bag right now
Exactly.
with
Twist ties.
our favorite man, Mark. I even have a talking point saying why we love Mark. We'll finish it off with that.
Yo,
That's so soon.
I don't know. Like Matt does his research
Oh, yeah.
on like very odd topics. There'll be like 2 or 3 in this list that we come up with
Yeah.
that he can just go off on for a whole episode.
Oh, yeah.
And I never know what they're going to be.
Well, I mean,
if I'm on there and you did that weird kind of research, I prefer to be wined and dined first.
I was about to say, man.
oh, yeah. Well, you see, Eliza told me, first of all, she spelled your name wrong.
Did she really? Did she
Yeah.
go MARC?
No,
No,
it
she
was
said
Timbo.
Timbo.
So I was going to make a joke about broke. Can we call you Timbo Slice?
It's Timbo's slice.
Eliza Craig, I'm going to come after you.
And she told me I had to make the first move.
Well, yeah.
So I had to slide in your DMs.
Be like, yo, when are we recording?
Yeah.
I mean, you got my number first.
Yeah.
Well, because, yeah.
Even though I gave my number to Eliza to give to you, so didn't I really just make the first move?
Never in my life has somebody made the first move.
And how do you respond?
He,
How's it
he
make you
res-
feel,
he
Matt?
responded
Just
with,
fuck me already. I'm here to make people uncomfortable. That's just how it works.
That's
He hit me with the hello. Is this Mark?
hello.
Hello? Is this
Real smooth, man.
Oh, I'm the smoothest guy out here. I got
smooth
that Mercer
moves.
charm. You know what it is.
Mercer charming the fuck out of here.
But anyway, what was I about to talk about? Oh, what the fuck's wrong with Dollar Tree and why is their business model that way?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, so
Dollar
This is
Tree-
one I was talking about.
Right. No. That's actually like a really solid point. Like, you know, like any dollar store.
Yeah.
Like, how does their business model still work when you sell everything for $1?
yeah,
Well, usually aren't they discount clearance stores? You get a lot of shit super cheap that no one really wants, and then you mark it up to
Like
something
toothpaste?
that's a convenience cost. Yeah.
they have toothpaste in.
It's like leftover bulk items usually discount clearance.
Yeah, how do you save money from that? Or
I mean,
Well, I mean, because
granted,
like the items themselves, I mean, if you buy them in bulk, so let's say that I go off and I buy like 1,000 tubes of toothpaste, I'm gonna pay like I'll pay like $250 for 1,000 tubes of toothpaste that I can distribute to all my stores. Then at that point, you're charging. Yeah, I mean, you bought them for 25 cents per tube of toothpaste.
let's say you mark that up to $1.
You mark it up to
Yeah.
$1, you make 75 cents in every single tube of toothpaste.
so there's a profit out of this.
Big profit.
It's granted the margins are probably slim, but
Yeah.
it's there nonetheless. Otherwise, the stores wouldn't exist.
Yeah, but I know because I was thinking about I was watching a video about Little Caesars and how they're able to like survive with the $5 on ready pizza, and like basically like first because they kind of like fumbled for a while because they started like adding more money or they like took away the money from advertising, which that was like their big thing. That pizza thing was like their like
You've all seen it.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've all seen
Pizza-
it.
I
Like,
mean, yeah, that's all you have to say is pizza.
but they took that away for a while, and so they were like losing money.
When was this?
I don't know, like the early 2000s.
Okay.
Because like Little Caesars just made that comeback.
There's been a resurgence for sure. Domino's rebranded. They're actually not trash now.
yeah.
Papa John's been falling off
Yeah,
for a while.
they've been falling
well,
off.
that's because Papa John.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
then the pizza wasn't good to begin with. Let's
Yeah.
be real.
Yeah.
I can talk about that for a while.
Yeah, that's problematic for some of these kids in Bloomington. Because I feel like a lot of people love Papa John's here.
I feel like
I don't care.
Well, a lot of people love Avers, and I don't really know
Hey,
why.
I like Avers.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
I'm
so you
talking
just-
about you.
so-
We've been over this before.
Wait, what do you like? Mother bears?
I mean, I'm partial to Mother Bears.
Have you guys tried a Zip yet
Zip.
No, I haven't.
at College Mall?
A Zip.
No.
It's like pizza.
Cafe
backwards.
Pizzeria is not bad.
Cafe Pizzeria is okay. I dig
Oh wait,
it.
is that the place with like the
It's like
logo
Blaze
is like
Pizza.
a?
Yeah.
I think we have one of those near my house in Indianapolis.
Is it
Yeah,
good?
I've never seen it before. I haven't even been myself. Like I haven't been to try it, but it's it's supposed to be like a New York style,
Like a by the slice kind of thing?
by the slice.
Huh.
They always say New York style. Nothing.
I don't know if like that flies around here because like the whole thing with like by the slice is that there's so much foot traffic. You can walk in, get a $1 slice, and be on your way.
Yeah, what's the one that's right by
Wheel
KOK?
Pizza?
If you go, oh yeah, Wheel Pizza. Like that's like the by the slice that I know of in Bloomington.
Yeah, and they're
At least
pretty
because it's
fuego.
right on Kirkwood. But
Plus like they're right next to the bars, so you
Right.
have foot traffic there.
exactly.
But like the mall, I guess would probably be an okay place to open it. But
But it's like right by
It's right by the food court.
in there too.
Yeah.
okay,
So it's not.
is
too-
there a pizza place already in the food court?
Yes.
Yeah,
And
but
it's
it's, like,
another
off
by
to
the
the
slice
side.
style.
Huh?
Yeah.
Weird.
Talk
It's
about
weird.
We'll see how long that
competitors.
lasts.
Yeah.
But
Just like
apparently it's been doing really solid.
Oh, there you go. Good for them. We'll have to. Maybe we can get him in for a little interview.
yeah.
We can have a little
No marketing, sir. No
7-hour
marketing, sir.
Business.
Yeah, whatever.
Business hour.
Business hour.
We were both in Kelly. You
Yeah.
still are, or are you?
I don't even know what I'm doing with my life right now.
I'm not anymore.
Yeah, I
switched.
am. And then, what's that Indian place that's probably going to close down?
What?
ZNC?
No, the Indian place,
The Indian place.
the new one
Oh yeah.
with the non-pizza.
Oh, Tandoori and Tikka.
It's brand new.
You ever been in there?
I've not been in there.
It's in that new the apartment complex over by Washington, down by
It's by the bus station.
yeah, kind of close to the bus station. There's like that brand new apartment complex.
It's where the
Oh,
Fifth and
yeah,
Third
yeah,
Base
It's
is.
like in that it's below those apartments. There's like a gym right next to it. There's that Fifth Third Bank, a gym, and then that.
Yeah. I
And
know
then
what
there's
you're talking
another
about. No,
empty
I haven't
retail
been in
space.
there.
It's so weird. First off, there's like 30 light fixtures. That's not an exaggeration.
I'm sweating just thinking about it.
It gets so bright, and I don't know why. And it just gets ungodly hot.
I was gonna say,
because
I
of
mean,
that.
with that many light fixtures,
Yeah.
it's got to be so
Plus
hot.
they
Pipes
have
were
an-
dripping.
They have an open oven too. Like it's not a cool place by any of the means as far as the temperature is concerned.
Like even without the lights, it would probably be hot.
Yeah.
Like holy, like
And like he was saying, the pipes were dripping. Because like the water pipes,
Sure.
cold water and all that, and there was just condensation, like all just massive lines over the tables, over the
Yeah, I was
floor.
gonna say. I mean, like because I love having my food getting dripped on by pipe condensation.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's
Yeah, no,
great.
that's great.
that's the way I like
That
it.
sounds
Taste of the
delicious.
city,
A little bit of
the
lead.
street seasoning.
Yeah. Ooh-wee. Got a little People's Park
A little bit
paprika in there.
Little People's Park paprika. Jesus Christ. But yeah, and then on top of that, they were opening up for was it a 2-day promotion?
Yeah.
A 2-day promotion where you can walk in, pay for a side, and then get a full entree. And entrees are running. The cheapest one is probably be like $7.95.
Yeah.
So that's what, like $8.50
sounds
something
like a
after
good deal.
taxes.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be, but at the same time, they're operating at such a massive loss there.
Yeah.
And it was popping off for sure.
Oh, yeah, I love
but they were
people
ran
in
out of
there.
everything.
Oh, yeah.
They were vastly underprepared.
No, they're
And they
not
ran out of
prepared
everything.
for anything.
Well, I mean, that's the thing is that you come into a college town with 40,000 plus students all living here who want to find something new to do. All these stores are. I mean, the Five Guys that just opened up around
Yeah.
there, they got hit hard when they opened up.
Oh,
But they
yeah.
were ready
That
for
place
it.
has still got business, though. I haven't seen
Exactly.
anyone
Because it's
attend to
Five
it
Guys.
since.
But that's the thing is, I mean, they were ready for so many students to come on through.
Yeah.
And get Five
Yeah.
Guys. But these people,
I think this might be a new venture. That's my worry. I don't think
it's
that's going to
an
stay
L.
open.
It's an L.
I
They're
think it
out.
might be.
I don't care.
I think it might be,
I want
man.
them to fail.
I think
You
you're
want
just
them to
salty
fail?
because the food was like half bad. So like the premise
the
of
food
it
was
is
garbage.
it's like an Indian version of Chipotle.
Indian
Right.
fusion.
So you go in, you get your bowl. Indian fusion, I guess,
Yeah.
is a good way to say it. You get in, you get your bowl, you can choose your protein and all that. The weird thing that I thought was very strange is that they have items that aren't on the menu, like just out in the bar.
Yeah.
And then another thing is that they have cheese as a side that costs like $2, but then they also have a main protein as paneer, which is cheese. Which is $7.95.
that's so bullshit.
Like, granted, it's a different kind of cheese. I'm not sure what. I think it might be like shredded
Still, even
mozzarella
to
or
put-
something.
Cheese,
but-
cheese.
Even if I'm going to pay $2 to put cheese onto it, that's still expensive in itself.
Yeah, it just seems very strange
Yeah,
to me. I
that's
feel like
weird.
there's a lot of weird combination, and they're doing like non-pizza. It's kind of like novelty
Yeah.
in a sense, because
It's
like,
cute.
oh, that's interesting. I've
Yeah.
never had curry on a pizza.
Right.
Oh yeah. this is what I like.
But novelty that's not evergreen.
Yeah.
That's good for, 1 or 2 times,
Yeah.
if that.
Nah.
But that's the thing. Is like if I wanted to go off and I wanted to order pizza from a spot around here that's like a local spot. Yeah, okay. Like I'll go to Mother Bear's because I know that Mother Bear's is good and like I can get whatever I want on it. But I mean, like novelty kind of. Yeah, I know. I understand what you're saying.
That's like somebody trying to, like, it's like the gold, like people putting gold on food. It's that type of novelty.
Well,
not to that expense,
kind
but
of.
you know what I mean.
I get what you're talking. It's kind of like it's a new idea. It's not even really a new idea. It's just been played out since the 80s, man.
It's just stupid.
It's like aspic. Do you guys remember what aspic, that whole trend with food back in the 80s?
No.
Aspic was basically when you set food in gelatin. And it was really, really, really popular.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and you had shit like ambrosia salad, where it's just like fruit salad set in a Jell-O mold. No one eats that now.
No.
I remember having that at like one of my very first Thanksgivings.
Yeah,
Crazy.
it was really popular. Jell-O was like massive. It was everywhere.
Yeah.
I think gold leaf might be the same thing because it doesn't taste good.
No.
Granted, I've never tried it, but at the same time, I've been told it doesn't taste like anything.
Yeah.
It just tastes kind of like vaguely metallic, and
Right.
like that's not a
That's
pleasant
not good.
flavor.
No.
I can imagine. Like it'd be neutral at best.
You ever seen Hot Ones on YouTube?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Right, and they got Gordon Ramsay on there.
Yes,
Oh,
I
yes.
saw that episode where he like the lemon and the
Yeah.
lime juice, and homeboy just chugged Pepto Bismol.
That was insane.
Just had donuts, like, had a whole, like,
He had like all the
everything.
hacks though.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
Then again, if he didn't have any sort of hacks, I would kind of, I doubt
Yeah.
him a little bit as a
Yeah.
chef. So on there at the very beginning, he said like trying to put gold leaf on a burger or something is like so
it's dumb.
It's so
It's
stupid.
asinine.
Yeah.
Right.
You can do that with anything and drive the price up. It
Right.
does
Yeah.
nothing to the food.
No.
It's just there for presentation. But if you're gonna go from like a standard burger and then you put gold leaf on top of it, then you can charge another $50, $100 because there's gold leaf on there.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
there you go. You
Yeah.
dip that shit in gold. I think there was actually like a sandwich shop in, I think it was Philadelphia. It was like a chopped cheese kind of situation. People are gonna get at me in for that chopped cheese.
Chopped cheese.
That's in New York. Thing.
Yeah, New
but
York. What we
a cheesesteak, whatever. It's the same thing. But they literally just covered it in gold and charged like $100 for it.
You serious?
That's it, and it worked.
It'd be like that.
Because like, this whole age of, granted, I'm very, very glad that food is getting some of the recognition it was. We've worked
Yeah.
in the restaurant.
You've worked more
I
in
have,
like a
yeah.
serious
I used to
restaurant.
work at Farm in the kitchen.
Sure.
So I've been very interested in food for a while, and I've been kind of following it, in depth since college for sure.
Yeah.
But it's just this whole like travel channel boom where you get these destination restaurants. It's food tourism.
Yeah.
That's becoming
Even on
completely
Netflix,
viable now.
all over Netflix.
Yeah, of course, everywhere. Everyone's
Yeah.
got like a food show now. Granted, some people actually deserve it.
Yeah.
Like for example, who was the woman from Salt, Acid, Fat, and Heat? That's a pretty good show.
Yeah. I've never seen it.
Obviously, Anthony Bourdain,
Yeah.
Rip the Goat.
Rip the goat, big goat.
Have y'all read his Kitchen Confidential?
I've not.
No.
Oof.
Very good.
Very good.
Even if you don't work in the restaurant industry, that book is great because it
Okay.
can tell you like some of the in and outs, like how this is kind of an outdated rule, but like you never order seafood on a Monday because most fish markets deliver on a Tuesday, and anything if they do have is going to be left over from the last delivery. It's just small things like that,
Awesome.
you know.
But it sounds like it's just a book that kind of just gives you the whole tips on like the entirety of the
But it's
restaurant
also
industry.
raunchy as hell. Like
Well,
it shows you
that
like the
makes sense.
underside.
I mean,
But
we're pretty raunchy.
that's Anthony Bourdain too.
Yeah, but like the whole deal with like all the myths you hear about like cooks and musicians as far as like partying is concerned, they're all true. It's just that cooks actually work hard.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what I have to say about that.
Yeah. Talk that talk.
Oh man.
I got things
My
to
dad's
say.
a musician, so I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on this one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey,
Oh man.
bro.
But yeah.
Single boy's about to crush some. What the?
What are you doing?
what
are
are
you
my
reading?
talking points, man?
What are you Googling over there?
No, I was looking at my talking points and I said single boy's about to crush some cheeks.
Stop.
What?
We're not talking about that anymore.
That's
Yeah.
We had, for those of you who are new, who are coming because of the whole WIUX branding now,
Hi.
we have a YouTube presence. We are a pre-established podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. I'm glad to I'm gonna say hello to all the listeners.
It's pretty much all the people that we work with.
Right.
Yeah, basically.
At the,
and
at
some
the
friends
catering
from
show.
Maryland.
And then, and some of Matt's friends from Maryland.
What's good?
Shout out to y'all,
Yeah.
OG fans.
Slat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me any of the names. So I don't know any of the names.
Yeah, you don't need to.
All right, cool. But yeah, we have 15 episodes up. I need to put the 16th up there.
Yeah.
That's on me.
That's
but
on him.
on our first episode, we talked way too much about porn, sex. People really didn't like that we talked about genital piercings for 45 minutes.
Damn.
Yeah. Well, no. 'cause
That's,
that was your
kind of
fault.
impressive. But
Right?
what the hell?
He had a book.
I have primary source material.
He had a book.
It's called
It's been great work,
Modern
Joel.
Primitives.
Thanks.
Yeah. Oh, he's done. That was enough.
was
We
enough.
crossed the line.
Okay,
They're not
JMP.
asking us back anymore.
All right, that's enough of that.
All right, and cut.
So that's an XX. No, I'm kidding.
Well, no, it was primary source material about like the historical origins of why people do this, where they're from, what they mean, that kind of thing. And we went off specifically about the Prince Albert. Are you familiar?
I've not.
Okay,
Oh,
so
that one was disgusting.
should I describe it?
Describe it.
We've been over this. Okay, so basically, imagine the head of a penis, if you will, and you have a ring going through the urethra and coming out, and then it's through there. It's a circular piercing, and it was originally done so that they wore pants that were so tight, described in the material as crotch binding, in a sense, that they would have to secure it to their leg on the inside of the pants to keep it in place. And that's what the piercing was used for, apart from also keeping the foreskin retracted to allow it to smell better, I guess,
Yeah.
is the
Very clean.
the blunt way of saying
Bro,
it.
what would happen if you had like a...
He didn't want to offend the queen. That's why he
we're,
did it.
We're about to go a little wild. One sec.
No, okay, no.
Wait, no, I'm not
Let's
too
not
wild.
get out of hand.
I just want to know what's going to happen if you have a kidney stone and you have to pass it.
Well, it'd probably be about the same.
I'm just trying to think about the shape of your stream.
This is another thing
Oh,
that
yeah,
we
we
got
talked
into.
about this. We talked about
We
this.
talked about holes.
Yeah.
And what that would do. Like, if one's lopsided, you can shunt fluids off in any particular direction. Next thing you know, you got sprinkler dick.
Yeah. Sprinkler dick.
Yeah, but we've talked about this.
I'm not.
Sprinkler dick.
I don't want to get too raunchy.
No. Yeah.
Maybe another time. Maybe. But episode 1, we were a little raunchy. It's low quality, but
We were young,
check it out.
immature, young men. Just young caterers of the future.
This was like 4 months ago.
Yeah. We've grown old.
But yeah, we kind of walked through that whole process of like, what would that look like? What happens when the heal's over? What happens when it hasn't healed over yet? And what if you take it out? There's all
facts.
kinds of situations that you could get into. So that's why we talked about it for
Right.
30 to 45 minutes at a time.
That's the big homie. Sorry.
That's it. You can't wave to people. No one can see that.
They couldn't see that?
For reference, he just waved to someone who was walking by. But like, you can.
It's a podcast. There's no video.
Exactly.
Yeah, it don't matter.
We don't have a camera in here yet. That's be like next big step.
Big thing?
Yeah, we're basically a rip off of Tiny Meat Gang. Let's be real.
Next big thing?
All right.
Fuck up and suck this big thing.
Welcome to the Meat Show.
Welcome to the meat. Yeah, bitch. Welcome to the meat show.
just gotta slick the eyebrows back real quick.
Oh yeah.
All right. Oh man, I want to roast some people.
Who? Me.
Anyone?
Get me out the way.
No, I was gonna probably do people like out
Out
in
here?
the audience.
Oh, look at my man's over here.
Oh yeah, but here's the thing. Okay, so behind me, off my left shoulder is Kenny Smith, the guy who essentially runs this studio that you're now
Oh, that's
sitting
big
in.
awkward.
Should we talk some talk?
You could talk some talk.
I
I'm not allowed to
mean-
talk any talk.
I can't really see him right now, so I feel like a lot of my I'm gonna call them bars because I feel like they're expertly crafted as they should be. But where are you at? I can't see that.
He's
boy.
right.
He'd
This way.
be over this way. He's by the stairs. You can't really see him. He's setting up a little presentation here. I think today is supposed to be like the directed mid day or something.
Oh,
I
red
can see
carpet
him
day.
now.
Yeah,
With the
it's-
little freshmen.
Yeah, you
remember
see a whole
those?
bunch of freshmen
Remember
coming
those
around
days?
today.
Do you think he'll hear this?
The freshman?
No. That man.
Him?
Yeah.
If I don't know.
No one's gonna send it to him.
Yeah.
At least I hope.
Oh,
not.
you about to roast this shit?
I kind of want to.
Nah, you know I always had to take it too far.
Yeah, but you don't always have to. But it's okay. It's on brand.
Bro, I never went to those red carpet things. Those red carpet days or whatever.
I didn't either.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
So I had no clue what IU looked like, smelled like, tasted like.
My whole family went here.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So yeah,
Yeah.
both my sisters, my mom, my dad.
I was taking a blind, like, it was basically a blind date with me and IU. I
A
didn't
leap of faith.
definitely a leap of faith.
Did you like the first time you saw this was like an
Me
orientation?
move in day.
Move-in day.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Well, actually, orientation and then move-in day was like the next day.
Oh, really?
So I was just like, well,
Bang bang.
here we go.
Right back to back.
I was like, I can't take this out now.
Gotta dive right into the Baltimore bosom that is Bloomington.
Bloomington.
That alliteration.
That alliteration. Somebody worked on English.
What's good, blood?
What's good?
What's bragging, bro?
What's bracket? Yeah, you about to get yourself shot. Nice
Oh
job.
God.
You know,
I don't know
Blood's
what
listening
not
to
to say at this
WIUX.
point.
I mean, your arms are pretty hairy.
I don't know what that has to do with anything.
Not a thing. I
But-
just had to let you know that.
I mean, thanks. I
Yeah.
appreciate that. I guess that means that I'm a young, virile
Oh.
male.
So,
No alopecia.
Princess Mononoke. Fire. Fire.
Studio Ghibli, 1997.
Oof.
Princess Mononoke. My favorite of the movies, personally. I have a shirt depicting San from the movie.
Yeah.
And unfortunately I cannot remember the name of the mother wolf.
I don't remember it.
Is
either.
it mentioned? It might not be mentioned.
I don't think it's mentioned. I think it's just like the mother wolf.
Either way,
Yeah.
she is also on there.
I'm just glad that you guys aren't like hopped on the bandwagon with like Spirited Away.
Oh, I was trying to watch Spirit Away last night, but it froze, so I just
That
gave
one's on
up.
Netflix.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
It's not on Netflix.
It's not?
No, I don't think so.
I thought it was.
I thought it was too. That's how I
Did
watched
they take it off?
I swear they took it off.
They're doing that now. Like they're switching to the DVD side.
Yeah.
Like I remember it was another movie. It was But yeah, they're doing that with a lot of different movies now. And
It's dumb.
I see what they're doing.
Yeah, I've been on like a serious movie thing though.
Mm-hmm.
Like I watched Reservoir Dogs yesterday too.
That's a
Oh,
really good one.
That-
Tarantino.
yeah, I was like, okay, so I understand because do you know how Tarantino and Spike Lee don't like dig each other at
Yeah.
all because Tarantino likes using the N word way too much?
Yeah. It's
It was really bad in Reservoir
cute,
Dogs.
cute Pulp Fiction.
Well, Pulp Fiction.
And
I mean, that was,
Django.
I mean,
Yeah.
Django, it made sense. Pulp
Okay,
Fiction,
yeah.
it was funny.
Yeah.
Reservoir Dogs, you didn't have to say it that much.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, and then they'd be like, they'd say black woman, and then they'd talk about, like, call them the N word for the dudes. And I was like, holy shit, man.
Come on, Quentin.
Quentin.
We get it.
Like, you don't have, like,
You don't have to flex the past that much.
the problem is he just wrote it in, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
Right.
I was like, are we supposed to be okay with that?
yeah, am I supposed to be?
Do you think that Samuel L. Jackson gave him the pass?
Oh, definitely. I mean, you had to.
Like,
Right.
is it implied that you would receive the pass if someone would agree to work on the film? You know what I
There's
mean?
no way.
Like, if you get a black actor to work, does like that means okay?
But also, I feel like Quentin Tarantino doesn't care.
Yeah.
Oh no, absolutely not.
Which
He's definitely the type of dude to like not care about that.
Like, think of the end of *Inglourious Bastards*. He shot and blew up a theater that Hitler was in, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he cares.
No.
I really don't.
Well, I mean, he's a
All the crazy shit that happened in Kill Bill 1 and 2.
yeah, like he's a progressive guy. Like he's talked about his feelings on some of the crap that's happening now. But he's like, his idea on this is it's a word and it doesn't hold meaning to him, which is a terrible way to think about it. But that's how he thinks.
I kind of get where he's coming from
And-
in the sense that
But I mean, it's the same thing, I guess. Like the way that he's viewing it, or the way that he's making it sound, is supposed to be like,
Conversation.
yeah. If I wanted to say the word "fuck,"
Yeah.
like that holds like meaning
as much
behind
power
that.
as someone gives it, really.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Like
then
he
you-
says it because that's, even though people wouldn't admit it, that's sometimes how the conversation goes.
Right.
And so he's just trying to make it as realistic as possible.
Yeah,
I
like
guess.
same thing with Django. Like,
yeah.
word of the time.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, is like if I say the word "fuck," it's not as bad. But if you want to drop, I think the thing with the N word, and like if you talk about like, you know, like a homosexual slur.
Yeah, like the words we're not saying right, now.
Exactly. We're
Yeah.
trying not to say it, but I
Yeah.
mean, those are slurs and not just like curse words.
Yeah. That's a whole new can of worms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I'm not going to even.
Yeah, no,
dive
we're not gonna
into.
touch that.
I
Yeah.
think I think I used to dive into it, like the earlier episodes. But
Yeah,
now
we
I'm like,
we've dipped the toe in. We've dabbled.
we
A
definitely
little
dip.
a little dollop will do you.
Are you a dipper or a scooper?
Depends on the dip.
This
Right?
Is
French onion.
French onion?
That's a dip.
That's you kind of have
actually,
to.
what's a dip?
What do you mean?
Like, so
Dip is any kind of sauce that's acceptable to put on chips. Also,
on
I got
chips?
another thing. I
Wait,
think
whoa, whoa,
tacos are
stop,
sandwich now.
whoa, Stop there.
Yeah, hold the fucking phone. Is salsa a dip?
Yeah, man.
No.
Salsa literally
Because
means
you just
sauce.
said chips. You just said chips.
Yeah.
So fries doesn't have a dip.
Okay, I mean that's
Buffalo
a
wings
condiment,
don't have
man. Like no one's about to put relish on a potato chip.
You don't
No
know
one
that.
puts ketchup on a potato chip.
You don't know that either.
That's
Yeah, okay,
I've
here's
seen
the thing,
people do
even if
that.
they did-
there are ketchup flavored potato chips out there too.
okay,
That's
so
British.
We have a few.
That's like really British.
It's true.
That doesn't mean it's acceptable. Like there's bacon flavored toothpaste. That doesn't mean it's acceptable.
No, that's actually gross.
Yeah, like why do people do that? It's like I said, novelty. The ketchup thing might be more than novelty, but I just think that British food in and of itself is very bland. So that's kind of part of the culture
fair.
at that point.
But you hear me out. Okay, so we got two problems here. So first of all, I need to figure if you're a dipper or a scooper. But first, you need to stop talking about how...
You're very passionate.
So
Go off.
So,
Love it.
No, I'm going to go off. So what makes something a dip? You say because it has a chip, but chips are not the only thing you
All right,
dip.
here's the thing. Okay. If we take this from the French approach, the French culinary background, there's a thing referred to as mother sauces, right? And then from there, you add different ingredients, or you can sometimes retract different ingredients to get various different sauces, right? You have like your bechamel, which you can add things to make cheese sauce, different variations of things like that. I would suppose that dip is essentially some sort of variation of a combination of mother sausage. Possibly not. You can go ahead and dip a chip into bechamel if you want to. It's probably not going to be too good. That's just butter and flour and then sometimes nutmeg. So it's probably not going to be too good. Definitely not good for you.
Yeah.
But you can't do it.
Well, I'm thinking of like other appetizers, or other things that you dip. Like
I think
nuggets,
there's sometimes milk and bechamel too. I don't want to
nuggets
sound like I
or
don't know what I'm
like
talking about.
mozzarella sticks or anything like that. And also, what I've been thinking about while you were talking is that is the dip an action? Is a dip becomes is it?
Speaking of the mic, bro.
Here's the thing: is that the Oxford English different?
Yeah, pull it up,
the
pull it up.
definition of it is a thick sauce in which pieces of food are dunked before eating.
So there you go. All dips are sauces, not all sauces are dips. Hence the deal with the separation with condiments, ketchup, mustard, relish, that kind of thing. Mayonnaise. If you dip in the mayonnaise, I'm not talking to you. I'm not associating with someone who dips in the mayonnaise.
Also, how do you feel about people who put fry or ketchup on the side of fries, or people that put ketchup on top of fries?
If you put any kind of condiment directly onto your food, that's cool. But if you're doing it on a group, like a big old bowl that people are supposed to be eating out of, I might just throw my fist.
Yeah, that's
just a little.
That's disrespectful.
No, I can respect
hands
that.
to be thrown.
I can agree on that. Okay, so back to where I was talking about.
Just for I don't really like ketchup.
Yeah, that's fine.
Honestly, I think it's way too sweet.
It's way too sweet.
Yeah.
It's way too sweet, way too salty. So
I like relish though. Relish is good. Anyway,
relish is good. Dipper or scooper?
Like I said before, it depends. If it's some kind of thing where it's like a 7-layer dip for the Super Bowl,
okay,
you're gonna have to scoop. You got to get layers.
Let's keep
man.
it basic. Salsa, chip. Are you dipping it or are you scooping it?
What kind of salsa?
I don't know, just some chunky.
What's the difference between different kinds of salsas?
You got salsa verde, salsa roja.
I think we're talking about like salsa roja.
Straight up your standard. You walk into
your
average
your standard
Mexican
red
restaurant.
Sauce, yeah.
They give you free chicken.
Are you dipping
salsa.
or are you scooping?
Probably a dip situation.
I hate you.
That's a scoop.
That's a scoop.
Well, nah, man. What if it's even then you have varying degrees of thick and thinness. Sometimes they just chop tomatoes and put it in there. Other times it's processed. You know what I mean? It's like a tomato, not necessarily a paste.
Okay. So if it's a thin salsa, are you a dipper or a scooper? It also depends on the chip too. Actually,
I was about to say, if you got scoops, you kind of have to scoop.
Yeah, sometimes.
You can dip a scoop.
Yeah, if you're a psychopath.
I like that sentence. Well, you can dip a scoop. Let's be real. You can dip a scoop.
Yeah.
You can scoop.
I never said that I was a psychopath, but I'm just saying that you can dip a scoop. I think it's possible.
This is true. I mean, you can dip anything, realistically.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Dip your toe in.
Yeah, I'll dip my toe in.
Why not?
Yeah.
I'm gonna suck some toes, bro. Oh, God.
All right.
Oh, man. But yeah, for especially with queso, just dip.
Dip.
I can get enough on there. Granted, here's another thing. I don't really like when chips are laden with whatever, unless it's nachos, because that's a separate kind of endeavor.
But what if it's? But here's the thing: is that if you pour nacho cheese over your nachos,
What in the world?
then at some point, eventually, I'll.
Don't look at them.
All right. Well, I don't even know what's going on. Well, because here's the thing: is that if you leave nacho cheese on nachos for too long, I fucking hate
it gets gross.
soggy nachos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just garbage. So you either have to eat all of them within 5 minutes, and then you feel like a fat fuck,
It'd be like that.
or you just dip it like a normal person.
How are you feeling over there?
I'm a scooper till the day I die.
Wow. That's That's wild problematic.
I might just double scoop if I'm feeling a little.
You might just double dip.
On everything?
Also,
Yeah,
the
just to
expression
fight
is
them.
double
No
dip.
matter what
double
dip
scoop.
we're talking about here, no matter what kind of sauce we're talking about here.
See, that's another thing where we got you beat. The expression is double dip.
No, we're going to
Not double scoop.
I'm double
Double
scooping.
That's not a thing.
Yeah,
no one
no.
says that.
That's a
You say it just because you're trying to prove a point, but no one says that.
No, I'm not trying to prove a point.
Okay,
Yes,
fine.
I am trying to prove a point. No, it's double dip, but still,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Go off.
Just to be disrespectful, I'd probably double. I'm going to double dip next time I'm around you and we have dip.
Well, now I'm going to be watching out for it. Honestly, I don't really care.
I might put my toe in your fuck.
Okay, that's where I draw the line.
Well, we got to fight for that import thing anyway.
Okay, yeah. And with that, I think we're going to wrap it up. If you listen in the morning, have a good morning. If you listen tonight, have a good night. Thank you for tuning in. And go fuck yourself.
Scott!